had the privilege of reading Marked for Desecration by Y.D.L.A. Ma. So this is book 7 of a 15-book series. Wow. Apparently this book can be read alone or as part of the series, so the author does recommend that you read it as part of the series to understand the full extent of the story. Now, because I had the privilege of reading this story, I got really confused. There is one too many players in this story. I forgot who we were meant to be actually following. And even with our protagonist, I was really lost on what her point in the story was. She just seemed really horny for every single word of this story. I'm not even kidding. In the beginning, it opens up to an orgy, and I'm like, okay, fine. And then it somehow goes to having sex in a bedroom, and then sex in a car, and then sex somewhere else, and someone else, and getting someone else horny. And I'm like, okay, so it's pure porn. Like, fine, if porn's your thing, that's your thing. But because I couldn't find the storyline, I didn't know what this story was supposed to be about. The scenes constantly jump between each other, and there is nothing in there for the reader to fully understand the grasp of what this story is supposed to be about. Another issue I have is with the use of the C word, you know, the C-U-N-T word. Now, as an Australian, I'm fully aware that this is a normal word in the everyday English language. I'm perfectly fine with it being used. But here's where I had an issue. The C word was being used for two different things. One, for a coochie, and two, for a person. So when you read the C word being used twice in multiple paragraphs, it is referring to two different things. And I'm like, hold on, are we referring to a woman's, or are we referring to a person? Because one minute you're going down on her, and next minute you're calling her the C word. I'm really lost on what the C word's going to mean. So I feel like that if you're going to use the C word in your stories, pick something. It's either a coochie or it's a person. It cannot be both. I refuse to let my mind believe that a C word can be both when it's in different paragraphs. Like I said, this book is pure porn. Straight out, like there is no storyline. It is sex and hands everywhere and trying to get each other off no matter what. For me, I found this story is incredibly messy and very hard to get into. Unfortunately, Y.D. Lamar is not an author for me, but I do wish them the best of luck with their writing career.